estou bastante emocionado com sua presença.
I was a little bit confused about what I wanted to do with my life, and the idea just came to my head. Oh, sailing on a Greenpeace ship. Oh, that would be. I don't know what just happened, but that night I couldn't sleep because I was so happy about this idea, and I just felt that it was completely right. So I was like lying in my bed and I had so much energy because I was so happy. My feet was like all right, and I woke up my mother in the middle of the night. I had a great idea. I must go on a Greenpeace trip.
E era um sonho meu participar de uma expedição na Amazônia. E aí participei dos treinamentos, que todos participaram, mas aí saiu a lista final dos voluntários que iriam embarcar e meu nome não estava lá. E aí eu fiquei muito triste, arrasada, chorei. 2 semanas depois perguntaram, você não quer trabalhar por 1 semana como auxiliar de cozinha? E aí o Walter, que é o cozinheiro, falou se eu poderia continuar, que ele gostaria que eu continuasse. E aí eu continuei, estou aqui fazendo 3 meses embarcada.
Eu não acredito que uma pessoa consiga olhar para o mar e não se encher de questões ou de dúvidas e ao mesmo tempo ficar bem. Então para mim sempre foi um mistério ter essas 2 sensações ao mesmo tempo. E eu sempre me senti ligada ao mar e navegar é incrível. É muito bom.
Brazil is my favorite, and Brazil is my favorite because of the people, and especially the volunteers. The volunteers for me are amazing, and maybe in combination with young people, a lot of people, enthusiastic, warm, and then you realize where you do things for. I really like that. And I think the action, I was very happy to have such a long action.
For me, it was the best tour I've ever been. I'm glad to see that Greenpeace Brazil is growing a lot since I started 10 years ago. Glad to be part of it.
Best part I think was the Amazon. We were doing lots of things. It was very inspiring. It was very good to see that Greenpeace Amazon works with smaller NGOs.
All the Amazon part was beautiful. To visit that community changed my point of view about a lot of things.
Yeah, that was a really good campaign. Greenpeace did an excellent job of investigating the scandal of using the slave labor in the charcoal industry to support illegal logging in the indigenous lands and in protected areas. And so we were able to expose this whole vicious cycle and how the Amazon forest is being deforested to supply pig iron, which goes into appliances and automobiles and all types of uses for steel.
Acho que a Elissama deve ter falado também dos golfinhos, né?
Nossa, eu saí correndo quando eu tinha 15 negros, assim, nadando junto do navio. Eu comecei a chorar, porque foi uma coisa muito mágica. E eles parecem que dançam ao redor, é uma coisa muito linda. Para mim marcou a minha vida, assim. Foi muito bom.
It was beautiful to start in the Amazon, to do an action, and then to come into Rio and then be part of the civil society movement was really inspiring. So going into the protests and seeing people rise up, because obviously it's a bit disappointing that our leaders aren't doing what we need them to do. So to see people still holding hope and realising we are the ones that have to really put our voice out there, for me gave me a bit more strength to keep doing this work.
The best part of the tour in Brazil was Rio. I just fell in love with the city. I like to call them sustainable souvenirs. It's the stories of my life. It's when something really important happens to me, I get a tattoo out of it. So I got one in Rio. My right leg is my Greenpeace related memories leg, so it's on my right leg. It says it's an anchor, and it says Marouge. I hope it means sailor, because I don't speak Portuguese. Maybe it means something that I'm stupid, or who knows. But so yeah, it's a brand new one.
Because the work is it's very different on regular ship. You just go from point A to B. Here you go to different places. You speak with the people. get with the local peoples and get more involved. You know the cultures, you know what the problem in each country is.
At the beginning also, I am in the galley in commercial ships. We have always 3 people. I am the chief cook, and then we have the messman, and we have the steward. So I always used to tell them, guide them about the segregation of the garbage or whatever, like plastics, papers and all. And I always used to complain them, oh no, you cannot throw this and that, you know, like, and they say, oh, this is a small piece of plastic, what happens to throw, you know. And that reason I think I am here now in the Greenpeace, because I was at the beginning, I was thinking also these things.
I want to be here because I just want to give a hand, you know, put my knowledge and give a hand to improve the world and make it more sustainable.
We all have the same routine. Wake up at 7:30, we start work at 8, we work till 5 o'clock in the evening, and at 5 it's the beer time.
The ship works 24/7, and you need to be ready anytime, you need to be very flexible. But I think the most difficult thing to have this kind of work is probably the relationships. It's probably to be away from your family, friends or girlfriend.
It's hard to know where you're from or for your life ashore. Then it's lots of perturbation because you're away like half of the year. So for your friends or your family, your loved ones, it's not very easy.
It's been a long time since we have been a couple on board. It's been 7 years now, and working on board, I mean, if you ask most of the crew members, they don't really notice that we are together, and because on the work, during the working time, we just try to give our best and be part of the crew, and then of course in the time off, we are a couple the same as we are at home. Was that all right?
Yes.
Yeah, well said.
Lately, we've been pretty lucky sailing together quite a lot.
We met on the Arctic Sunrise. It was 2006, 2005. 2005. It was a trip in the Mediterranean, and then we traveled to Portugal, and we discovered Lisbon together. Is there enough detail for you?
My wife's father used to be a captain on a tugboat, so she knows about it. Yeah. I'm missing, yeah, but I got used to it, and here the contracts are quite short, relatively short, like 3 months. So I've been sailing for almost 20 years, actually 20 years. Yeah. So finally, that's my life, right?
And I think if I sail 3 months, I have in the back of my hand, it's 3 months, and my mind is set by 3 months. And I also cannot stay any day longer, because that it's too much. Then I really want to go home. I'm 3 months here now, exact today.
Now it's over 3 months later, the campaign is ending, so yeah, it's time to go. Bye.
Here I love it here, when I'm home I love it home. Actually, if I'm home longer than 3 months, I can miss the sea, the being out, and I can miss that.
I'm planning going to Alaska, actually doing some sailing in Alaska this summer is my intention. Yeah, there's no reason why I shouldn't go sailing during my vacation.
Just being very happy about having the opportunity of being here, and I think I never smiled as much as I have been doing while I've been here doing this trip.